trying to make my mornings run more smoothly lately by getting up before my baby, preparing his morning milk, making myself coffee, and having breakfast ready so we can start the day without feeling rushed. So today in this video, I'm going to be sharing 4 easy make-ahead and freezer-friendly meals that are perfect for this time of year, especially with the kids back in school and mornings feeling a bit more hectic. So I started today by making some bacon. First of all, it's a perfect thing to have on hand. Who doesn't love bacon? I know that I do, and I also ended up using it in a recipe in this video. Okay, so you guys know that I don't eat too much fast food. I really do try to cook from scratch as much as possible. But one of my favorite fast food items is a McDonald's breakfast. I remember growing up, my dad would take me to McDonald's and get me the hot cakes, and we would eat in the car together. It was a little Saturday morning ritual with my dad. As I grew up, though, I really started to love the McGriddles. They're sweet and savory and so good. So this first recipe is actually a play on that. They are McGriddle muffin bites, and they are so good and sweet. I started by browning up some breakfast sausage, then I mixed the dry ingredients, poured in the wet ingredients, folded in the sausage and cheese, and baked it in the oven at 375 for I think it was around 16 minutes. I will have full directions down below in the description box for all recipes. Again, I just love like the sweet and savoriness of it all. It's so good. And I think this is also really kid friendly. So if you have a picky eater, perfect for them too. It's packed with protein. There's some carbs in there. We're missing a bit of fiber, but if we pair it with the fruit, then we get the fiber. It's really a balanced meal. I mentioned in the beginning of the video that this video was kind of inspired this season that we're in with back to school. And if your kids are back in school, how is that for you? And also, as a mom, how do you cope with sending your kids to school? Because my baby, he has years until he has to go to school. And the thought of him going to school really makes me sad. He actually, for the first time, went with his dad by himself for his whole life. Every time he has left the house, he has been with me. And his dad took him out and they had a little father-son date. And oh my God, my anxiety was through the roof the whole time. Does that go away? And how do you cope with it? Because truly, the thought of him being away from me for hours at a time makes my heart race. Next up, we have breakfast burritos. This is a classic make-ahead meal. You can also do tacos or quesadillas. My kid has been absolutely loving a breakfast quesadilla lately, but the awesome thing about this one is that you can make a whole bunch. I only made a few for the week, but you can make so many and have them for a long time. This is actually what I did for my postpartum. I made so many breakfast burritos, and it just made it so easy for me and my husband during my postpartum period to just pull that out of the freezer, warm it up in the microwave. While I was nursing the baby, he actually would like sit there and like give me bites of food. It was very sweet. But this is very easy. Do you really need instructions? Just whatever meat you want. You could do chorizo, bacon, sausage, eggs, and a little bit of cheese. Roll it up, stick it in the freezer. Super duper easy. So something that I wasn't able to do basically the whole time my child was an infant was get up before him, because when your baby is waking up all through the night, it is almost impossible to get up before them. But oh my God, it's like a life changer. This morning, actually, he woke up earlier than he normally does. So I did not get up before him, and it was such a rough morning. Like, I know that it's hard to like get up before them, especially if they're early risers, but if you can, even like 30 minutes just to like get up, brush your teeth, get coffee going, scroll for a little bit, I can usually get a little work done. Like for the past few weeks, he's been getting up at 8:30, and I've been getting up at 6:30. So I've had 2 hours of alone time every morning. It's been glorious. I know if you're not a morning person, it's hard because I'm definitely not, but honestly, it's amazing. If you are a mom to a newborn or you're expecting a baby, I really don't want you to think that applies to you though. I really want you to just like sleep, okay? Sleep. Take the sleep when you can. Don't get up before them, because honestly, you're just going to be exhausted if they're still getting up all throughout the night. I remember trying to get up before him when he was an infant and getting up multiple times and just being like a zombie for the rest of the day. And you have to remember that your body is still healing because you just pushed a whole human out of it. So just rest and relax. I remember one morning, me and my newborn didn't actually get up for the day until 11 a.m. because I really did believe that my body was allowing me to sleep that long, which I don't normally do. It needed the rest. Next up, we have sourdough granola. And honestly, this might be my favorite recipe in this video. It's a toss up between the McGriddle bites and sourdough granola. And I just love sourdough granola because it is so versatile and delicious. You can use it in so many different things. Yogurt, cereal, it's a delicious snack. I just absolutely love it. And the sourdough version of granola is just perfect for me because it adds like just amazing tanginess with the sweetness. Or this time I made it, I only did brown sugar. Usually I do maple syrup, and wow, was the only brown sugar version just absolutely delicious and spectacular and everything that dreams are made of. To make it, throw the oatmeal, the sourdough discard, your sweetener of choice, and then any mix-ins you want. This is just a base recipe, but you can throw in nuts, coconut, whatever you got, and a little bit of oil. You mix it together, throw it on a sheet pan, bake it. I like to bake it really, really crispy because that's how you can get like nice big oat clusters. On the blog, I have you bake it until it's just golden and beautiful, but in my real life, I bake it really, really crispy. I think on the blog is like what normal people would expect from granola. And the way I make it is the way that I like it, but it's just so good and it's perfect. I'm actually gonna go out on a whim and say this is my favorite recipe in this video. This last one is another one that I did for my postpartum time. It's baked oatmeal. This is actually a sourdough variation of it that I'm still working on tweaking. It is very good. One time I actually made it and my husband told me that he tasted nothing. So we've definitely went back and made it more decadent, but it's really easy and it's a great way to serve a lot of oatmeal to a lot of people. Oats are really, really good for you. If you have any like blood pressure issues, they help reduce your blood pressure. They're full of iron, and I personally love them. So literally it's the same thing as the granola. Just throw in the oats, a little sugar, cinnamon, sourdough discard, some eggs, milk, heavy cream. This one is very decadent and very delicious. Should be on the blog within the coming weeks, but it's very self-explanatory. There's also millions of recipes online as well. So those are my 4 go-to make-ahead breakfast that make mornings so much easier. But honestly, breakfast is just one piece of the puzzle. What always trips, I think, everyone up is dinner after a long day. If you resonate with that, you definitely want to check out some of my other videos. I recently just posted a what we eat in a week video, as well as simple systems to get dinner on the table. And I will actually have those 2 videos that I referenced for you guys to watch next. And if you're new here, I share simple recipes, meal prep tips, and ideas that make mom life in the kitchen way easier here on my YouTube channel and over on my website at goodenoughmomming.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.